Today I will speak about a transformation process that happened in my artistic life. I started using computers 40 years ago. It was at the time in the mid-80s when the first personal computer came out. Very famous in 1984, the Apple Macintosh. I was not rich enough to buy a machine like this, so I bought a year later another computer, Atari ST. And since then, I was using computers in all my compositions. My background is that I studied instrumental composition with Friedrich Serra in Vienna at the Musikhochschule, and later I was also working here in Paris at IRCAM, at Sorbonne-Panthéon, in the beginning of the 1990s. So I spent there a couple of years in sort of residences in and out, in between. I married, got children, and it was not a constant living in Paris. But anyway, I am very much related here to this wonderful city. In this time when I started to use my computer, I was not doing sound generation with the computer, but composing musical structures with the aid of algorithms and rule systems. And this was a fantastic experience because I could invent music that I would never could imagine myself. But as I was trying to take another perspective, not from the listener, but from a more structural point of view, I was able to create orchestra pieces, string quartets, and other instrumental pieces with the aid of computers. When I was in IRCAM, I came across a programming language called Max. Max is a music system that works in real time and gives you immediate sounding results. And for me, this was something completely new, because when I was working before with my own computer-aided composition system, when I programmed a structure and the computer was calculating it, it took a night. The next morning, when I went into my office and the printer has printed out one sheet of paper with scoreline indications that I later had to transcribe into musical notation. So now with Max, which I learned at IRCAM, everything works at the moment of the calculation. Everything is extremely fast, and you have at the moment a sounding result. And this has changed everything for me, because then I understood that I can do now create instruments that I can play and perform myself. And this I want to show you today. So my lecture will have three different parts. The first one, I speak about digital art. And I've chosen a piece that's a multimedia piece. It's for sound and for visuals, which is not a piece that is composed in the studio, but it's a live performance. So it's a piece that needed two musicians. One is doing the sound part and one is doing the visual part. This is a representation of what I was doing in the digital domain with computers. Then I will switch to something very new, my interest in using analog synthesizers. And finally, I will make a conference together with Hervé Paquet, who's sitting here, whom I met 1.5 years ago in Genève at CERN, at the Institute for Nuclear Research. And we made together a piece. It's a stop motion movie of Hervé, and I made the sound with my synthesizer, the soundtrack.